Hello guys, welcome back to the LeetCode SQL 50 series. So today we are with the first problem in the next section. Okay, the section name is advanced select and joins. Okay, so this is the first problem in that section, and the problem goes like this. Okay, the number of employees which report to each employee. Cool. Okay, so probably LeetCode 1731. Okay, the number of employees which report to each employee. Okay, so for each employee I think we need to find out the managers and the number of employees uh, that he's having. So this is a LeetCode easy level problem. Okay, so if we go through the problem description, right, so we have been given with one of the table which is called as employees, and it is having four fields. Okay, so employee ID of int type, name again of variable character, reports to is int, and we have age of int. Okay, so reports to is nothing but in companies and organizations, if you are a student, right, reports to is nothing but he's the direct manager. Okay, so whatever work he does or whatever deliverables he's handling, he will report it to the his immediate manager. Okay, it's nothing but he will report all his work and everything of his work to one of the employee who is nothing but his direct manager. Okay, so employee ID is the column with unique values for this table. The table contains information about employees and the ID of the manager they report to. Okay, some employees do not report to anyone. Okay, reports to is null. Cool. Now let us go what they are asking. Okay, for this problem, we will consider a manager an employee who has at least one other employee reporting to them. Cool. Write a solution to report the IDs and names of all the managers, the number of employee who report directly to them. Okay, and the average age of the reports rounded to the nearest integer. Cool guys, so basically in this section is named as advanced select and joins. So basically what they have done is, in all previous problems also we were doing group by and aggregations, right? But in this problem they have asked us, like, instead of aggregating on one column, they have asked us many columns, right? So they have asked us the number of employees who directly report to them, and they also asked us the average age of the reports rounded to the nearest integer. Cool now guys. So return the result table ordered by employee ID. Cool. So if we go through the sample test case, so we have been given with two test cases. Okay, cool. So basically what they're asking us, basically they have given us the employee table, and we need to find out those IDs. Okay, that those employee IDs, right, who are having at least one employee reporting to them. Okay, so by this I think you have got that idea, right? uh, on which we need to do group by and how to solve this problem, right? So it is simple guys, as now guys. So we need to do a group by on reports to table, right now guys. So because these are the guys who are managers, right? So we need to do a group by on reports to table, and all the similar reports to IDs will form one group. And on that particular group, first we need to take a count of star or count of employee ID. That will give you the number of employees who are directly reporting to that particular employee, right now guys. And then we need to take the average. Okay, we can use the average aggregation function on the age and then round it to the nearest integer. Yes now guys, right? So it is a simple problem. That's it we need to do. Okay, so if we go through the sample test cases also, you can see that we have this particular data, and we have Hersey and Winston who are reporting to null. Okay, so that means they do not report to anyone. They may be the CEOs or the high level management team, right? So, and if you go through the output table, you can see that 6 and 4 are actually reporting to 9. So 9 is the guy, right? 9 is the manager, or 9 is the employee ID. So for him the number of, right, the number of report counts is 2. Okay, 6 and 4. Okay, 2. And for this 6 and 4 you can take the average of this particular thing and you will be getting 39. And then the one more twist is that is there in this problem is we need to output the name also. Okay, that is Hersey. Okay, so to get the name, right, to get the name we need to do one more join. Okay, because whenever we are doing this aggregation, whenever we are doing this group by, right, our table rows gets merged, right? For every group will every group, it will contain, it will be only having one particular row. Okay, so this name column will be it will be gone when we do a group by. So again, to get this name for this particular employee ID, we need to make a join with the same table. Okay, so similarly, you can go through the sample test case too also. It is the same thing, guys. There is nothing much more in it. Okay, so let us go and let us write the code. Okay, so it is also a simple problem, but instead of performing aggregations on one column, we now are performing extra on multiple columns. Okay, so yes, so first, what we will do, guys, we will select from which table. Okay, from employees table, right? So from employees, what we need, guys, we need from employees, we need to group it by the reports to table, sorry, reports to column, right now, guys. And then we will be selecting reports to column, and this will be my manager ID or employee ID. Okay, so in output table they have set it as employee ID only, so I'll just rename it to employee ID. And then what two columns I need to take? I need to count the number of reportees count and the average age. Okay, so I'll be selecting the count of star. Okay, so after grouping it with the with the column of reports to, I'm selecting that particular column, right? And I just renamed it to the employee ID. Okay, and then I'm taking on that particular group, I'm taking the count of star as reports report report counts, right now, guys, reports count. All right, and then I need the average age of that particular group. Okay, so average of age, right, average of age as average age. Okay, so let us just run this and let us check if this output is correct or not. Okay, so we have just done the group by on reports to column, and then I'm just selecting the column reports to, and I've just renamed it to employee ID, and I'm taking the count on that particular group as reports count, right, number of employees reporting to that particular ID, and I've taken the average function on the age, and I'm renamed it to average age. Okay, so if you see, we have got two groups right now, guys. So in the sample test case one, there were two reports. Okay, null and nine. So you can see that we need to ignore it, guys. We need to, I mean, we should not output the null guy, right? So I can just put it one more filtering, that having employee ID, sorry, having reports to. Okay, having reports to is not null. Okay, having, I'm just filtering on this particular group data. Okay, having reports to is not null. Okay, so if I do this, you can see that this null will be removed. Okay, so there were two groups were formed, and I need to ignore this particular null. I do not need to output the null value. Okay, so if I run this, you can see that the null group has been removed, and now you can see that I got the the employee ID 9. He's having two reportees, right? Two employees were reporting to him, and the average age is 38.5, but we need it to round it to the nearest integer. How can we do that, guys? We can just use the round function. Okay, I'll just be using the round function, and I can, what I need to do, I'll just put comma and 0. Okay, so this means it will be rounding my average of age to the nearest integer. Okay, so without any decimal point. Okay, so now let me just run it, and you can see my difference. We have got the this thing, but still the problem is not yet over, because we need now the name of the this employee, that is 9. Okay, the manager. How can we do this, guys? Because as we have done the group by right now, guys, as we have done performed a group by, my name column will be, it will not be available now, because all this, right, all after grouping, right, all this particular data will be merged. Okay, so all this nine group, they, for the, earlier there were, for reports to nine, there were two rows, but after we have done the aggregation and all these things, right, we have got now only just one row. Okay, so this after doing group by, I will be losing my Alice and Bob, because I cannot perform any aggregation function on these guys right now, guys. So I'll be losing this particular column. Okay, so to get the name, right, so to get the name, what I will do is I will join, I'll join whole this particular result. Okay, this particular result with the same table, right, with the same table I'll join it, and I'll get the name. Okay, so what I will do, this is my as of now, this is my current table, guys. Okay, so what I've done, I just got the managers and their report counts and their average age of their particular group. What I'll do, I'll just simply convert this query into a CTE, so that I can join efficiently with the employees table. Okay, so with CTE as, so I'll just put this whole subquery and convert it into a CTE, right? So now this is the result of the CTE, guys, employee ID. So what I will do now, I'll simply, to get the name, I'll simply do join. Okay, I'll simply join this particular CTE, C join employees. Okay, the same table, employees, right, employee or employee, yeah, it is employees, E on what column, guys, it is employee ID. Okay, so C dot, as you can see that I have renamed that reports to employee ID. So C dot employee ID equals to E dot employee ID. Okay, now quickly we can see the, the select star on this particular join table, and you can see, my dear friends, both the tables have been joined. Okay, so these three columns are coming from my CTEs, right, and these four columns are coming from my employee table. So both have been matched on employee ID, and now you can see that I've got the name. I can use this name. Okay, so now I'll be selecting only the required columns. So what are the required columns, my dear friends? It is employee ID, so can take from any of the table. So CTE dot employee ID, and then I need the name. So name is in my employees table. Okay, so E dot name, and then I need everything from a CTE table. Okay, so C dot reports count and C dot average age. Yes, now guys, so these are the columns that are required columns. Okay, and one more thing we need to do is we need to order this particular result by the employee ID. So in last, I'll just put order by C dot employee ID. Okay, so this should now work on the given test cases. Let us see. So yes, guys, this has passed both the sample test cases, and now let me just run this particular uh, query on the backend test cases. Okay, so let me just submit it and see if it is fine for the backend test cases. And yes, oh my god, and first time we are seeing this 96.62. Okay, so it has passed, it has worked efficiently, guys. Okay, so you can see that what we have done, we have just, right, we have grouped it on basis of the reports to column, and guys, so this reports to are nothing but the manager ID, right, and then we have filtered out the managers which are null, we do not want them, and then we have selected, on that particular groups, we have selected, we have just renamed this to employee ID, and we have selected count of star, that will give me the number of employees reporting to him, and then we have just done a, average of that particular age group. Okay, whatever employees age was there, we have used this average function to get the average, and then rounded it to the nearest integer. Yes, now guys, and then to get the name of the manager, we joined this particular CT with the same table, employees table, on employee ID, right, as matching key, and then we have just got the name, and whatever columns we are having in CT, we have selected all these things. Okay, then ordered it by this employee ID. Okay, so this is the way we have done it, guys. So there may be another efficient ways also. Okay, you can go through them, and let us quickly see other solutions. Okay, let's quickly see other solutions, and you can see that it is very similar to our solution only. Okay, so they have also grouped it first, right? And then they have created it as a CTE, and then they have done a join and displayed the data accordingly. Okay, so this is the problem, guys. I hope you have understood it. Okay, so you can actually try different ways, try new ways of solving this problem, and just compare those things, right? As I've been saying always, right? That's only the way of learning and improving yourself. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this session, right? So I'll meet you in the next problem, right? And until then, happy learning and thank you.